To finish up exercise 4, let's open up the exercise information and look at what we're going to be doing with it. So on each of the pages, you're going to place an article and the number of columns given. I'm also giving you the style of the headline and the shape and the photograph to use. Pay attention to which article I'm talking about and also what shape, and sometimes I'm asking you to use two photographs. Sometimes I'll be asking you to use a color or a black and white photograph. So try to fit all of those into each of the layouts for the page. For this first one, we want it to be 3 columns, have a banner with no deck, and we'll use that first color one to put it into an L shape. So let's also open up our article and get that information and flow it into here as well. I'll copy the headline, Command C. We'll jump back into our layout, and I'm just going to move this photograph out of the way for now. Grab our type tool, make our headline be 3 columns wide, paste it into there. And remember, with a 3-column wide headline, yours can be up to 2 lines wide. So let's choose something that'll give us a good 2-line. Hey, looks like a medium serif would be a good starting point. Maybe we'll make it just a few points larger, so that's okay for that. All right, now that we got our headline, we'll shore that up. Let's make another text box and place our body copy inside of this. Go back to our article, select all of the body copy, copy it, paste it. We can then hit Command A to select all of the text, and then let's apply the body copy text to that. Since it's going over 3 columns, we'll go back up to here, choose your paragraph, and then set the number of columns to be 3. And there's that for this one. Now the same rules would apply. If we want to place our photograph into the body copy, let's select both the photograph and the cut line. And we need to turn on text wrapping because we want the article to wrap around the image. So clicking on this one, and I place it on top of my image or my article. Notice that the text now flows nicely around this area. Now let's let the article be a lot larger so that we can see all of our text. Click and drag it down, there's that. And we'll shore it up. So far so good. The last thing we need to do is adjust for any widows and orphans. So grab your type tool. I see here's one for the first one, so we're going to highlight this first paragraph. Open up our characters and adjust the tracking until we push or pull info from there. Go to the third one. There's one right there. And let's see if we see any more of them. All that looks good. I see one down here. Uh-oh, looks like we can't go too far with 20, so let's see if we can back it up, and we'll push maybe a couple of words from another one. There we go for that. All right, once it's now set up, I'll hit W, and we'll go into preview mode. Let's see our article as it's set up. Let's pull our headline back down. The main thing to pay attention to is that my image now flows in an L shape. It fits right here. I've got my cut line that I generated for this image. And there's a little bit of a space between where my cut line is and where my body copy. If that happens for you, that's okay. That's actually a good thing because you don't want your text to be too close to your article so that there could be a good buffer zone for that. With the first one already complete, let's open up our paragraph, or excuse me, our pages panel. We'll create a new page, and on page 2, we'll start the second part of that article. So let's get our information about it. Get our exercise. And you can see on page 2, we're going to use the same article, but this time it's going to be 4 columns with a 1-column decked banner, and we're going to use 2 photographs, the 2 black and white photographs in an L shape. Again, if you go back to your rules of layout, especially on the second page, check out these thumbnails that we have. At the top, I'm showing you different ways you can lay out a single photograph layout. all of these would be acceptable answers. Or if I'm asking for 2 photographs, let's go to the bottom, you can see how I've laid out 2 different photographs. Each one is dominant and has a smaller one, and each one follows all of the rules that we were working through. Even on the back, these are some more special kind of layouts that tend to be used on the first one. Any one of these could be used in the layouts that I'm asking for the rest of your document. So, do that for each of the other pages. The last thing you'll need to know is how to turn this file in. When you're finished, of course we need to save our document. I'm just going to call this exercise 4, photo layout. There we are. I'm going to choose my desktop and I'll save it to there just for now. To turn in the document, we need to create a package file. So we're going to go to File, down to Package, and we're just going to step through all of this. Choose Package. If it asks for instructions, we'll say Continue. And what this is going to create is a folder, and I'm going to save mine to the desktop, that's going to collect all of our fonts, all of our images and graphics, and even include a PDF and an older version of this file. So when we say Package, we'll also say OK to the font warning. That folder should be saved on our desktop. So here it is right here, Exercise 4 Photo Layout folder. And inside this folder, this is everything that you would send to a printer. It's got all of the pictures that you would have used. Naturally, yours should have a lot more once you place all of the images in there. It even has all the fonts that we use to do this layout. Now, the last thing to know is that if you tried to upload a folder to Moodle, Moodle doesn't necessarily accept just folders. We need to compress this into a zip file. So to do that, hold down the Control key as you click on the folder, then choose Compress, and this will create a zip folder on your desktop. So this zip file is what you will upload to Moodle and turn in for your grade. It has everything that I need inside of the folder once I uncompress it for grading.